Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battleground Players Guide. Today, let's talk about a dragon of power, magic. There's been a lot of portrayals of dragons.
With luck.
But none of these portrayals have really hit the mark, showing the dragons of the Warcraft universe. Today, let's take a look at Malygos. Let's talk about them and the minions they use and how we can make this hero work. First, let's talk about the hero power, Arcane Alteration. This hero power costs 0 gold and reads, replace a minion with a random one of the same tavern. Now, with this hero power, you can target the minions on your side of the board, you can target the minions in the shop. It really gives you a very effective way to dig for the minions you want. And what I mean by this is, since when you target a minion, you're going to get one of the same tier, it gives you a form of targeted search for triples that's really only limited by the size of the minions in the pool you're looking for. So if you're searching at tier 1, obviously there's a lot of minions in the pool, there's a lot of things you can discover. But if you're targeting a tier 6 minion, well, the pool is much smaller there. So it's going to give you much more likely to give you the results of finding the minion you're actually looking for. Another really good trick you can do is if you have minions in the shop you want to keep, but you don't want to keep them all, freeze that shop and then hero power the 2 you probably don't think you want to keep. This will unfreeze them and give you different minions. So if you don't like the ones that pop up, leave them unfrozen, they'll recycle out. If you do, freeze again, you'll be all set, you'll get more minions you want.
What?
When tiering with Malygos, I almost always do Warrior Curve. If beasts are not in, I will then consider either a basic or a fast basic curve, but almost always it's going to be Warrior Curve.
Minions assemble.
Now, when it comes to the minions I like to use when I'm playing Malygos, Malygos is wonderful in that Malygos doesn't care about the tribes. Malygos can work with anything. That being said, there are a couple of minions that Malygos really does shine using. One of those examples primarily is the Alley Cat. If beasts are in, you get an Alley Cat in the shop, you play it. Its battle cry is it summons a Tabby Cat, which is also a 1/1. Then you hero power both of them, and next thing you know, you've got 2 dramatically more powerful minions than what you had a moment ago. This is a great way to get really quick tempo in the early game and find triples. Another great target when you're playing them is any battle cry. You know, if you've cycled through, say you're on tier 4 and you get a Menagerie Jug, you play it, it buffs your board. It's just a 3/3 at this point. Basically, anything you're going to get when you hero power is going to be better than just the 3/3. So if there's no good targets in the shop, there's nothing else on your board you're worried about, hit the jug and you're going to get an upgraded minion most of the time out of that. Let's say you triple, and let's say all of your triples come out garbage. None of them work. It's a gamble, but if you hero power that minion, you might get something you're looking for. It might be worse also, so really think about it before you do it. If what you get has any synergy at all, keep what you have, but if you find utter garbage, it's worth a shot. Another good minion that's completely neutral that works great with Malygos is the Faceless Disciple. You know, you're going to hit that on one of the minions in your shop. It's going to be a tier higher. And then if that's garbage, you could start hitting it with Malygos' hero power to change it into something else. It's random once again, but not bad odds you might get something decent if what you get is total garbage and it costs you nothing to try.
Strategery.
When it comes to countering Malygos, normal game of Battlegrounds, take a look at the tribes it says he's playing. If that seems to give you an indication of what they might actually have, counter appropriately. Overall, I love Malygos. Malygos, since he's been put in the game, is very consistent, very well-performing hero. Anytime RNG turns against you, you have a couple more shots with his hero power to try getting something a little better, or at least something more powerful than what you had a moment before. Malygos is just a lot of fun. Definitely should give them a shot. They're well worth your time. Stay tuned, I have more guides on the way. I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Thanks for watching. Bye.